Welcome to Dark Knight Films Reviews and another action movie night. Tonight, I will be reviewing Death Wish 5, The Face of Death, released in 1994. Death Wish 5 stars Charles Bronson, Lesley-Ann Down, Michael Parks, Robert Joy, Saul Rubinek, Kenneth Welsh, Lisa Inouye, Miguel Sandoval, and Erica Lancaster. Death Wish 5 was written and directed by Allan A. Goldstein, based on a story by Goldstein and Michael Colleary. Now, this film may not be the best of the Death Wish films, but you've got to give it to the villain. Tommy O'Shea, as played by Michael Parks, is so entertaining and so good at this character that the film is a bit of a guilty pleasure. Charles Bronson returns as Percy, of course. This time he gets a little bit more age-appropriate girlfriend in Lesley-Ann Down's Olivia Regent. And I really hate the fact that Bronson cannot get a break. Every film, other than Part 2, every love interest that he has ever gotten with in this series ends up getting killed. Happened in the first film. Second film is the one that's, like I said, that's the only one where his love interest didn't die in it. And then 3, again, love interest, boom, dead. 4, Kaylin's dead by the end of that movie. And Lesley-Ann Down in this one. Olivia, her jealous ex-husband, Tommy O'Shea, played by Michael Parks, of course, orders her to be killed by his hitman, Robert Joy's Flakes. Which is unfortunate. I mean, talented actress. She had a really good chemistry with Bronson in the film, too. Other performances in this are pretty interesting and good. It's interesting getting Saul Rubinek back in a Death Wish movie because he played, completely uncredited, of course, he played a subway mugger in the original film. And it's great seeing, Kenneth Welsh, very talented actor, playing Lieutenant King in this. He is really good in his role, as always. Erica Lancaster as Chelsea O'Shea is pretty good little performance there. I don't think the direction in this is as good as J. Lee Thompson's direction in the previous film, 4. I think he did a much better job directing than Allan Goldstein does in this, but like I said, the selling point of this film and, the thing that makes it a really awesome guilty pleasure is Michael Parks' wild and crazy portrayal of this character of Tommy. There is a sequence in here where you supposedly get these 3 characters, Frankie, Mickey, and Angel, who are very loosely implied that they are the freaks that raped Percy's daughter and killed his wife in the first film. Of course, they're all played by different actors, and I can kind of respect the fact that somebody finally decided to have these characters in here, even though it's very loose. You don't even know if they're really the characters or not. But I respect them for putting that in there, but I don't think it's that well executed in the film. So those characters could have been left out completely. But now, had they, really, which I don't think Canon as a company could have afforded it, to bring back Jeff Goldblum. And now the other two actors that were working with Jeff Goldblum were not that big, so they could have technically probably brought them back. But getting Jeff Goldblum to come back and reprise his role, way out of their price range, I bet, at this point in time. But, if you couldn't do that, then what's the point of putting the characters in here, And then, like I said, it's very loose. That, they might not even be the same characters. But anyway, like I said before, Lesley-Ann Down getting killed in the film was not a good move, I don't think. I think this should have been, since this is the last, or it would end up being the last of the Death Wish movies, it would have been nice to have Kersey get the girl in the end and finally get a happy ending. He technically kind of does get a happy ending, because he does get to walk away with a daughter figure character in Chelsea. But that's a totally different kind of a ending for him than walking away with, his love interest intact. I don't know, maybe we can just imply that him and Chelsea go off together, and he ends up getting back together with his girlfriend from part 2, because she's still around. I don't know. But that's what you can hope for, I guess. But overall, I think it's not the best of the films, but like I said, Michael Parks he's so entertaining in his role that it just makes the movie a super awesome guilty pleasure. So my final review for Death Wish 5, The Face of Death from 1994, I am going to give this film a 8.2 out of 10. It could have been really, really bad had they gotten someone without the talent of Michael Parks to play Tommy. But due to the fact that he's in here, he brings this film to a whole new level. So, what do you guys think of Death Wish 5, The Face of Death? Do you agree with my review? Do you disagree? Let me know in those comments down below. And, as usual, if you enjoyed this video, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to click that bell icon so you can be notified about future videos just like this one. And while you're by the subscribe button, click that join button and become a Dark Knight fan. Well, that's it for another action movie night. If you missed last week's action movie night, check out the link above to get caught up on that one. And if you've missed any other videos, check out this down here where you can watch a playlist of any of our action movie nights that you have missed.